Hi everybody, my name is Manuel Förderer. I am the guitar player of the German heavy metal band My Own Black, and I'm here today with my two fellow musicians, Ashes and Patrick Sühl, who can't be here personally, but they did send some replacement, and I think we'll get along just fine, so here we go. Well, yeah, the name My Own Black, well, at first that seems to be some sort of a paradox, right? Like my own black, there is only one black, but then the history of modern art shows us that there are more than 50 shades of grey, and of course there are more than 1,000 shades of black. So we do live in a world of dense blackness, and it seems to be important, at least to me, to find your own spot within that. So the name indicates a certain need for individuality. And for us as a band, it also symbolizes, the will to write your own songs and to write and create, your own sound and to find your own little niche within that great and wide habitat of heavy metal music. Isn't that so, boys? I agree. So, Songs of Disappearance is our first EP, just recently released. It contains 5 songs, and that are framed by an intro and an outro, and it all adds up to about 27 minutes of modern heavy metal music. The story behind that record, well, in January 2021, Ashes and I decided to start a new project, and that project is My Own Black. And it was actually pretty easy to find a drummer who was willing to do recording for us, and then we needed to find a singer, and that was something different. That was pretty complicated. So we contacted this guy, Misha Mang. He's actually in the musical business, but he also did some metal records in the early 2000s, and we knew these records and we liked them, and so we contacted him and asked him if he wanted to join us. And first he said, yeah, sure, we can do it. And then he said, no way we can do this, time issues and everything. But, and that's the crucial point, he knew somebody who might be able to help us out. And that somebody was Patrick Sühl. And he actually helped us out and did the recording for us. And we were very, very happy with the results. Very proud, I have to emphasize that. Yeah, that's the story so far. Anything you want to add? Not yet, no. Yeah, lyrics in heavy metal. Let's face it, heavy metal music is not particularly famous for its lyrics. For example, there's a lot going on about dragons, right? So, slaying dragons and riding on dragons, and I'm pretty sure you might even find songs about breeding dragons, so yeah, dragons. And that's fine, whatever works. At the same time, especially like modern heavy metal music, that seems to be more political than many people think. A lot of these bands express a passion for freedom of speech and personal freedom that you won't find in any other subculture. I'm pretty sure about that. And then of course you have bands like Architect or Heaven Shall Burn that are particularly famous for their social criticism. They seem to be some sort of the national successor of a 1960s counterculture, and I do like that, I have to admit. As for My Own Black, so Songs of Disappearance is a musical attempt to come to terms with moments of loss. It deals with aspects of ecological devastation and the suicidal logic of capitalism that is both ravaging the human mind and non-human lives. So the lyrics try to express a minimum of theoretical reflections and considerations on society and my own life. So yeah, there's a lot of thinking going on there. And I'm currently working on a song about a dragon who is struggling to come to terms with the fact that he cannot breathe fire like all the other dragons. It's a brutal fact. And yeah, so deep shit there as well. Anything you want to add? Anything I forgot? They're not so sure about what I just said. So the cover artwork for Songs of Disappearance, that was created by a very good friend of mine. And what you can see on it is actually like, yeah, splashes of water. Yeah, that's all. Splashes of water, of course in black, yeah, my own black and so on. And what I really liked about these splashes of water, I mean, they're based on photographic pictures, yeah, so he actually took a photo. What I like about it is that it kind of reminds me of exploding eardrums. Yeah, these splashes, they do look like exploding eardrums. And I mean, this is what heavy metal is all about. Right? Right. Yeah, well, label deals. We do not have a label deal, so I cannot share personal experiences with you, but when the chips are down, it all comes to the question whether the company does support you or not. I mean, decisions there are made in an economical framework. It's all about money. That's just how it is. And given the opportunity the internet provides you with, digital distribution and global networking and so on and so forth, I think you can get along nowadays without a label deal. Yeah. Did I forget something? I forgot a lot, but that's the answer so far. I mean, take a closer look at the word itself. It's an industry, yeah? It produces dull, mediocre and generic songs for the dull, mediocre and generic lives we lead. It's exploited music for exploited people. Yeah. So what would I wish for? First of all, of course, I would love to see that the music industry prioritizes quality over music that is produced in accordance with market conditions. And I also would like to see that musicians get their fair share, yeah? And of course, I would definitely say that label bosses have to wear green hats so you can recognize them on the street and go and talk to them. Yeah, that would be something. Anything else, boys? Not yet. Well, live performances. Well, as I said, My Own Black was founded in January 2021 in the midst of one of the many lockdowns. And so far we just have not had the chance to hit the stage together. But as soon as we will, I'm pretty sure that we can contribute to the live failure experiences section. Well, the local music scene, yeah, I've heard of that. It must be somewhere over the hills where the seven dwarfs dwell. Honestly, seriously, even without the corona pandemic, the situation in Germany is not that good. So like the music scene has kind of suffered. Closing down of bars, closing down of clubs. It is just getting, in my experience, it's getting harder to survive. And there's also a somehow overfed audience. There's just like fewer places to play, especially when you want to play live music. Like fewer places to play and more bands. So yeah, not that easy. Not that easy. Yeah. Isn't that so, boys? It is. Yeah, what got me into music? First, I wanted to tell you the story that I was born during a Metallica concert, but that's obviously not true. It's actually pretty simple. So when I was 12, a friend of mine got this a record from his older brother, and he showed it to me, and it was Masquerade by Running Wild. And first time I listened to it, I hated it. I thought, what is this? This is not even music. What is this? It's like organized noise, right? And the second time I listened to it, I immediately fell in love with it. And yeah, hasn't changed a bit since then. It just came naturally that you wanted to be a musician yourself, you know, go on stage and play cool licks and riffs and, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's not, it just does not differ from many other stories. Yeah, it was this one record that kind of changed my life. For the better, of course. And your stories? I'm a bit shy today. Yeah, any new music? Actually, I have to admit that I'm still listening to old music. For example, I just, you know, really fell in love with the work of Bob Dylan. I mean, this is mind-blowing. This is stunning. It's really good. But of course, there's also like new music. I like new music, especially like Gojira. They're pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. As for movies, I like them, I watch them, and the moment they're over, I forget all about them. So I could tell you more about good books, but you didn't ask, so I just rest my case here. Yeah, future plans. We have already started to write and record new songs, and I'm pretty sure there will be another EP coming out this year, like another 5 or 6 songs. And there will be another music video, and yeah, we have also already applied for Germany's Next Top Model, and I'm pretty sure this time we will win. Beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. Okay, thank you everybody for watching this video. Our blackest gratitude to everybody at Antichrist magazine. Thank you for reaching out to us. Well, quite a pleasure. So if you like to get to know more about my own black, like these are the links that you want to follow, and if you like our music, that'd be cool. Just leave a like or a comment or a message or whatever you feel like. Stay safe and stay metal. All the best.